All right, we are live now, and it looks like Miami has the ball in the red zone. So, week 1 is underway, and it's a 1st and goal for Miami. And Tua is incomplete on 1st down. So, let's see, we've got Tim. Hey, Tim, welcome aboard.
How's it going, buddy?
Doing well, doing well. We are live here.
Awesome. I saw that the season kicked off, and I wanted to take a look.
Yeah, just got here with Miami in the red zone. Tua is starting, worth noting. So, full house here. This is a division that we haven't previewed yet. It really does make a difference. I mean, I feel like I know those other teams well, and I don't know these guys at all yet. So we got a 2nd and goal from the 3.
I appreciate you coming out here tonight and doing this for us. That's awesome.
Sure thing. Have to. End run guessed right. Loses 7. So back.
No kidding. Wow.
3rd and goal. So Miami backed up. Take a look at the real life results here somehow. Let's see. Miami, New England. Take a look. 2020. On this 3rd and goal, blocking back. Showing the blitz. So Miami lost this game. 21
in real life, yeah.
Yeah, in real life. Fitzpatrick starting. Let's see. Cam Newton was 15 of 19 for 155 in real life. Looks like mostly a defensive battle. Right, we got a line buck.
Oh, really? Right at the middle.
Nope, false start.
Yep.
Pushing back to 15. Going backwards are the Dolphins here. Needs 15.
This is the opening drive. Is that correct?
I do not know. We will take a look. This is... Nope. Miami... New England punted. Not a 3-and-out.
Okay. Well, Tony's off to a good start then.
So look at these defensive backs for New England. So hard to find 15 yards, I'm guessing. I'm not sure about Parker's cards. So many low average receivers out there. You know, so there's Preston Williams. He's got a 16 average. So I assume he can get it done. And Gesicki.
Yeah, Gesicki's a pretty good receiver to be covered by that 4.
Yeah. So 2 options here probably to get it, you know, in one swoop. If he decides to go that way, he's going to run again.
He double-teamed Gesicki. Concerned about it, though.
Yep.
Another draw. He looks like Tony's playing pretty conservative, looking for that field goal. Probably means he's expecting a low-scoring game.
Gets the short game.
Oh, almost.
Down to the 4. Fourth down, goal from the 4 here. Probably going to kick it, I assume. Get points on the board, on the road.
That would have been an amazing touchdown if that short gain had been a little better roll.
And avoided containment as well. Yeah. He could have. White die of 3.
Huh? He says he's stuck with Tua. He did something wrong. I'm not sure what that means. Accidentally played him, I guess.
Perhaps. I got to look at our rules about QB subs. Can't you remind me? So many.
Well, so it hasn't changed. So it's consistent from last year, which through my recollection would be that once you substitute for a guy, you cannot substitute him out again unless it's for an injury, or you can't bring the guy you took out of a game back into the game once you've taken him out as a sub unless there's an injury above him. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Gotcha. So it's not a drive-to-drive thing. It's
No, it isn't.
game to game.
You don't have absolute freedom. Once you deliberately make the substitution change, the only way you're doing it without an injury is if you have a third quarterback.
Got it.
Is that John?
Hey, John.
Hey, how are y'all?
Doing well. That field goal was good. 3-0 Miami. Welcome aboard, John.
Thank you. I won't stay long. Just checking things out.
Everything look okay with your version?
Oh, yeah, it looks great.
Good.
I joined the game a little earlier just to make sure I could join, so I think we're good.
Cool.
I was about to join because I wanted to watch this one, and then I saw Anthony post he was going to do a broadcast, and I'm like, well, I'll just watch it there.
Sure.
Yeah, if I'm around, I mean, there is one game on now that's Ole Miss Louisville game, which I only have mild interest in. So,
yeah,
anything that keeps me away, it's going to be work and or real life football and or strat football. First down pickup for New England, their first down of the game. Harris in the backfield. Like I said, I really don't know these guys well because I haven't previewed them yet. Let's take a look at Harris's card. I believe it's pretty good. Sure is. Look at that.
Yeah, I knew it was a pretty good. I'd seen that this week when my cards came. Patriots have pretty good running across the board, as I recall.
Yeah, Burkhead's pretty good back there too, and Sonny Michel's pretty decent as well. And I assume Cam is all right.
Yep, I was about to say that. Last year he had an emphasis. He ran quite a bit. The card's not that great, really. I mean, in fact, yeah.
Yeah, below average.
He does 49. Does that 49-yard end run?
Lots of must runs, but not much there in terms of yardage. 2nd and 4. Cam's got nice low snap fumbles. Wondering about that. And Deontay Harris's fumbles okay. 2nd down 4. So in this blocking back formation, we don't see Edelman out there. Edelman, I think, has a pretty good card.
Yes.
Guess wrong. Picks up 12. Does Newton first down to the 47?
Good call by Dennis.
So let's see here. What are we missing here? I wonder what Edelman is. I think he has low receptions, right? He got hurt, so
yeah, I think Edelman only maybe had. I can't remember the number, but I thought maybe it was in the 30s. He missed a lot of the year.
Yep. So he probably will use him when he needs to use him to avoid overuses.
Ooh.
These first 4 games, of course, are free for overuse, right? You can go gangbusters, but you start paying the price in week 5.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. Or is it just the first game?
I thought it was 2 games, first 2 games.
No.
We all got a different version.
Yeah, check the rules. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
First 2 and last 2 is what I thought.
So a lot of guest running here against this New England team, I assume. So you can see Cam misses the short gains there for Harris. 3rd and 8. Tough spot.
Guys, I'm going to step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Cam's
I'm going to drop off, gentlemen. Just wanted to say hey, and I'm sure I'll see you around.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Good to see you, John. Have a good night, man.
You too. All right, bye.
So, Anthony, I just want to let you know, at best I'll be in and out. I'm going to have the broadcast on for the whole game. I'll be listening no matter what, but I am on vacation and with a friend. So as he's available, I'll be stepping away a lot of the time. But I'll be listening most of the time anyway. So appreciate you doing this, and I'll be listening, buddy.
Sure thing.
All right. See you in a bit.
3-2-6. So obviously guessing pass here. If assume he'll bring somebody up into the flat pass. Cam's best pass is flat. Has a hard time getting the 8 yards on the must run. There's looking pass. He can get these yards. Cam can, and he does. But there's an offsides. So we have 3rd and 13. Bad break there. I don't think the Patriots have a bad penalty card. I wish of all the innovations that they added this year to show more information on the cards, we can't see the penalty result. That would be really nice to see, I got to say. Whose card that was on, where it wound up. There's a lot of mystery there. It would be nice to take away that mystery. And another penalty. New England gets the 5 yards back. 3rd and 8 now. Again. quickly looking at the cards here. New England's probably going to struggle, probably more than any other team that I've seen quickly here beyond 3rd and 5. But he's got a nobody home long pass incomplete. Went to the wrong card. Probably would have been big yards on Miami's card. I won't check at the moment. So 4th and 8. And another punt for New England, but this time they'll be able to pin the Dolphins back if things go to form. 33 yards. So, yeah, back to the 12-yard line is where Miami will start their second drive. First drive was successful. Resulted in a field goal. Miami picked up 82 yards. Only faced 1 third down on that drive. So, very underrated stat is second down conversions as far as I'm concerned. And it seems like he did a nice job there with first and second down conversions of first downs. Blocking back set. Flat pass against short yardage. Got him guessed wrong here, but up against the 6. Going to get 4 yards. Second down and 6 now. Gaskin has 12 carries left after being used a bit on that first drive. Gaskin had 3 carries for 51 yards. So a couple short gains for Gaskin on that first drive. Oh, and then you see Fitz. Okay, so now we understand because now he's stuck with Tua. Yeah. Okay. And who knows if that was an auto sub as well. That could have been an auto sub. I'm guessing that was the case. End run back to Gaskin, guessed right. Brings up a 3rd and 6. So with Tua the rest of the way, good flat passer. Really not a bad card. Better than the eye test. As far as I'm concerned anyway. Long pass. Avoids the INT by 1 spot on the card. 7 comes up. So 4th and 6. And Miami's first punt of the game is upcoming. New England holds field position here. Let's see what the punt does to it. 53-yard punt. Nice punt. Pushes New England back to the 31. Good punt returner, though, I believe. Fair catch, yeah. Best in the game, but a fair catch. Touchdown on 3. 26 yards on 10. 13 yards on 4. So all in all, a disappointing outcome for New England. A really good punt and a 0 return. Backs him up to the 31. Short pass, guessed wrong. Incomplete. Newton starting out 1 for 5. In what should be a defensive battle. Miami's D, pretty good for this set, based on the ratings alone. Lots of holes running, though. Another wrong incompletion for Cam on his card. Short pass. Gives us 3rd and long for the Pats. Trying to avoid the 3 and out. The way the cards are, you don't have to be fancy here if you're Miami. Short pass, 4 men in zone. Cam picks up yards. Must run for 13 yards. 2 through 5, he could do it, and it comes up with a 4. And he converts the first down. Newton's legs move the chains up to the 44. There's not much offensive talent on the field other than Harris. And a good line, by the way. Flat pass. Guessed right. Picks up 2. 2nd and 8. I guess it's true for all of us that we're just searching for 6 yards before that third down comes up to avoid contain to keep the options open. But I think it's especially important for New England. Off tackle, guessed wrong. Harris finds that short gain and gets 20. So New England threatening now into Miami territory up to the 34. 1st and 10. I have to look at Harris's carries here. He's only got 8 left, so that is definitely an issue. But there are 3 backs for New England who can do some damage. And run guessed right, nice call, but picks up 4 yards on his own card, so 4 yards on the 10. Really nice looking end run right column, all things considered. You got the -8 there, you got the -3, but a couple positive gains, including a short gain on 6. 2nd and 6 now. Sticking with the 2 tight end set. Michelle in the game now at halfback. Guessed right to Michelle. He gets a yard. So 3rd and 5, just outside of contain. We can sneak in a look at the kicking for New England here from the 40-yard range. Folk goes 2 through 10, so he's one of the better ones in the set here. So New England looking to perhaps avoid variable risk by getting a couple yards. 2 yards, you'd avoid variable field goal risk and lock in those 3. Shows a running posture here, 3 wide, 2 running backs. So the offensive line loses 1 spot across the board with the run blocking, but still avoids the 1 guess right if he decides to run here. 3-3-5 does open up the flat pass a little bit more for Newton as well, with the 3-4 being avoided. He's going to flat pass it, guessed wrong, but incomplete. Oh, Jacoby Meyer finds a 6 reading that is incomplete. So 4th and 5, here comes Folk.
What's up, Anthony?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I sure can.
Okay. And the kick is good, 3-3.
Defensive struggle already.
New England dialed in the right call there. But Myers could not hold on to the ball. Team Grant returning, perhaps, from -1. He does, only gets 19 yards. So Miami starts out at the 18. Closer look at the New England D.
So might I understand right that he accidentally substituted Tua, did he start the game with Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, started the game with Fitzpatrick. If I had to guess, there was probably an auto sub there that he went into a formation where Tua was. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Where Tua was in there. Short pass, guessed wrong. Complete for 13. Not a very inviting short pass wrong column for Tua, but he finds the completion.
Yeah.
And the first down. 2 tight end set. Smythe brings a 5 run block to that line. In what is a very desolate run blocking crew for the Dolphins.
I don't know that I've seen a card like Tua's before. where it's all incomplete in the middle and everything is good other than that.
On the outside, yeah. Flat pass gets wrong. Gets with nobody home gets 9 yards, so 2nd and 1. So many good flat passers in this set. It's hard not to find one. 2nd and short. Anything can happen here. Breda's in the backfield. Shaheen checks in now at tight end.
Boy, I'm noticing that the defensive front for New England is not what we've been used to through the years.
Yeah, they
did struggle a little bit defensively last year, I guess, right?
certainly struggled against the run. They have one of the better pass defenses out there. But pretty poor run D. We just checked the ratings a second ago.
Okay.
And yeah, they certainly have a good backfield, defensive backfield. But up front, here's a draw.
Ooh, and a key.
So it's going to end up being a key in so many ways. Fumble has occurred, and it's recovered by the defense.
Oh, wow. Big one.
Breda does bring with him usually a big fumble. He did last year, and I guess he did this year, unless it was and we got a touchdown in return.
Whoa.
So Vinovich takes it home 39 yards. Used up 39 of the 88 yards on that long gain to score, and it's 9-3. So let's see here. Yeah, Breda 81 on that fumble. So that's an old. Of course, it was against a 1. So just about anybody would have fumbled there. But certainly Breda with his 81.8 fumble rating. And a defensive score seems fitting.
Yes, it does. I was just thinking that. And I was also thinking about how big that can be in a game, where, they might be playing defensively throughout.
For sure. Can I remind you that Clemson.
I just know the two offenses aren't that explosive.
Yeah, the Clemson-Georgia game, the interception return was absolutely essential for Georgia's win in that defensive struggle. And here, this fumble return gives New England pretty nice advantage here. Miami has Parker up against the 5. Here's Breda coming right back.
Yep, going right back to him.
Tack on 15 on top of it, but he's got a low use. He's under 60 carries, so that's going to go down to 4 yards, and then which is his average, and then 15 more yards after that puts him at the 44. So 7 yards taken away due to low usage. So out to the 44. After a big play like that, you felt like you would be further ahead if you're Miami, but still a long way to go here to get into scoring territory. Short pass to Parker, incomplete. Parker can do damage. He's probably the best pass catcher on the field here on both sides, outside of perhaps Edelman. 2nd and 10. Just starting the second quarter. New England guesses run. Flat pass gets 13 on the 6. So Miami's moving it up to the New England 43. So good to grab some momentum back after the fumble return for Miami here. Steadying the ship. Gaskin checks back in, going to him draw with 2 linebackers in the zone, still gets 4 yards. So it was a key situation, and it's a 4-yard gain. Couldn't have worked out better for Miami there with the best possible reading. And it was on a 7 nonetheless. So New England's bad run D shows off a little bit there, just how bad it can be. 2nd and 6. Breda back in. Miami's options running. We probably should check that out. Having to go to Breda like this, low usage in the second quarter, kind of indicates they might have few carries to work with. Short pass to Parker. 3-man in zone, guessed right. Finds the completion. Up to the New England 29. Parker's first grab of the day. He should be busy today. He draws the 5, which is a good thing here, again, as opposed to drawing the 6 on the other side. First and 10. No Hightower for New England this year. Of course, Jamie Collins went to Detroit. So it was a depleted front 7 for the Pats. Short pass back to Parker. And it's picked. New England's pass D shows up. 2 through 5, 12 is the interception. This time the return is held to 3 yards. And New England takes over at the 17. So, overall, not what you want to see if you're Miami. You want to, at that point, you're looking for points on the board. But New England's pinned back to the 17. Burkhead checks in for the Pats. Pretty effective right runner. Not huge yards, but he can get you a few in short yardage situations.
That makes the turnover ratio 2-0, correct?
It sure does. Going to Burkhead, guessed right. Linebacker can't make that play on the 5 white dice, 2nd and 5. Nice first down gain. Got a linebacker in the zone. Burkhead stays in. Let's see what we have. Flat pass, guessed wrong. Good opportunity here for New England. Gets 15. First down up to the 37. Thank you. I was wondering why I said that. Out to the 37. So first down now.
Newton just 3 for 9 overall. Throwing the ball.
Yeah, he's missed short passes, guessed wrong. This is sort of a flat pass run offense. Dinkin Duncan. Off tackle. Burkhead's guessed wrong. Linebacker again can't make the play, so another 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Good first down yardage. Might see a lot of long drives out of this squad this year. Burkhead with a low fumble. Off tackle, back to Burkhead. He can get a yard or 2 here. Yeah, he gets 3, so that's very effective. 3rd and 2. Just what New England would want. Let's see if they can move the chains and into Miami territory here. 10:48 left in the second. No blitz. Harris back in. End run to Harris. He loses 8. So New England will be forced to punt. Harris' only opportunities guessed right are out and end run, so it's the right call to make there. But finds the -8. And here comes the punt. Offsides against New England. Let's see. I assume he'll accept this one. Make him punt again. After the 50-yard net. Indeed, that's
especially with Grant having a touchdown sitting out there.
Yep, and nice returns, 6.
Yeah.
So 54 yards now. So back to a net of 49 before Harris gets a chance. He gets 3 yards. Nice coverage there by Miami on the 12. So gets 4 yards net on the penalty. And Miami starts out at their own 17. These teams are at the piece together drives. Going to be tough sledding for these offenses. Flat pass, back to Parker. 2 men in zone. Loses 2 yards. Just avoids an injury.
Well, Miami's been going backward.
Second and 12. Shotgun now for Tua. Does not have the pistol. See what he dials up here. Flat pass. All right, guessed wrong. Against the 0. Opportunity. Has to make him pay. He does. Short gain is found. 15 yards now out to the 30. First down for Miami. So a lot of guest runs here, as you'd expect. One of those games where it's going to happen a lot. When you get those guest wrong opportunities, it usually comes down to who has the better receivers. In this case, the edge goes to Miami.
Agreed on that.
Short pass, 3 men in zone, guessed right. Tua is flushed. He gets 8 yards. Second down and 2. So Miami finding their way into a decent situation here, trying to get a drive going. About halfway through now. Miami will get the ball at the start of the third quarter. Looking past. Nobody home. 8 yards. So New England, I think, doing the right thing, trying to defend the flat pass. You take some risks with that. Paid a price there.
Anthony, I'm going to check out, but I'll still be listening. Thanks again for doing it.
Sure thing, Tim.
Thanks.
Tua now 9 of 14. Has that one pick, which didn't cost him any points. And getting right toward the position they were on the last drive. Here's a draw. Guessed right, so a keyed situation. Gaskin 18 fumble versus a 19. So almost fumbled. Wow. Miami just avoids the turnover. Second and 11. Almost paid the price for that draw. Tough spot for this offense. Short pass to Parker, 4 men in zone. Not a high percentage play, but it pays off. Finds the completion. The only one on the New England card. Gets 11 yards in the first down. Crosses midfield. So here comes Miami. All in all, Tua looking pretty sharp so far. Going deep. Guessed right. Tried to catch him. Didn't work out. Just avoids the pick. Instead, we've got a dump off for 10 to the 34. That D-die has been paying off for Miami here. They're looking for a second high linebacker. Didn't exist. As bad as the run blocking is, the pass blocking is very good for Miami. And that's going to give them some opportunities on the dump off. Flat pass to Giuseppe. 1 man in zone, gets 4 yards. You'll take that if you're Miami. 2nd and 6, up to the 30, so you're into better field goal range here. Another good kicker. Sanders, very effective. 6 minutes left here. How much time can Miami take off this clock? You don't have to take too much off. It's difficult for New England to score quickly. So you can get it down under 4 minutes. You're going to be feeling pretty good. Short pass, Giuseppe. Complete for 12. Tua finding the completions here up to the New England 18. 5:42 left in the half. Gaskin in the backfield again. Linebuck guessed right with his short yardage. Well, penalty wipes it out. 1st and 5 now for Miami from the 13. Shows 3 wide here on this 1st and 5. Takes away a linebacker from New England who's been liking loading up the flat pass zone, so it limits that ability just a little bit. Short pass against the run. It's complete again against that 4-man zone defense of New England, which is one of the better ones in the set. Puts Miami at the 2 of New England with 5:06 left. 14 of 19 for Tua. Back to that full house. Couldn't get it done here on their first drive of the game when they were just about this close. Let's see what happens this time. Full house gives them a little bit of blocking now up front. Short pass gets wrong. Complete. Preston Williams makes the catch. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. He hits it. We're tied at 10. So with 4:48 left, New England does have an opportunity to get some points on the board here. Mostly sticking within their game plan. They don't have to stretch Newton out too much. Just needs to hit a few short gains here and there to get in the field goal range. Has the time to do it. All 3 timeouts. Starting out from the 25. Long pass, guessed wrong. Incomplete. Really don't want to end up on Newton's card in these situations, guessed wrong. And that's where they've been going. The opportunities exist over on the defensive cards. England has not been able to catch that break so far that I've seen. 2nd and 10. But a really nice first down call there. Bud comes up empty. 2nd and 10. And run guessed right. Gets 6 yards. The defensive end's a 0. So 3rd and 4. Jamal got White in the backfield here. Yep. White is an A-yak. Short pass to Rizzo. Guessed wrong, complete. On Cam's card, he gets the completion. First down out to the 42, 3:18 left. New England out to their own 42. Field goal range is to the 37, so normal range. It's 2 through 5 there, which is decent. Burkhead now in the backfield. Flat pass, guessed wrong to Burkhead. He loses 4 yards. Finds that 10. A lot of negative yards across the set. Down 10, 11, 12, and he finds it there. So 2nd and 14. Time ticks down to 2:42. Miami moves to the nickel now against a 3 wide, 2 running back. Showing the blitz. Short pass guessed wrong is complete for 14. Again on Newton's card. So first down up to the Miami 48. Not getting out of bounds. And so the clock runs at 2:06 left in the half. Just past midfield. White stays in. Back to the base 3-4-D. New England now set up to dink and dunk into field goal range if they so desire. Looking pass to White, 1 man in zone. 6 yards on the completion. So many QBs have a yak check on 7. Newton does not. Gets the 6 yards no matter what. That's nice to have. 2nd and 4. Harris checks into the backfield. 5 rushes away from fatigue is Harris. So let's see if he uses him here. He does. Off tackle, guessed wrong. Looking for that short gain. Doesn't get it. No gain. Nice play by the nose tackle. 3rd and 4 as we pass the 2-minute warning. 1:30 left. 5 yards out from touching field goal range. Interesting play call here. If you're 2 down territory, you might take a shot. If you don't think it's 2 down territory, then you might be dinking and dunking. Lines up 3 wide with White in the backfield. So definitely a passing posture here. White, not a very effective runner, but can still find 4 yards. He has a 3.5 average, and he is under 60 carries. Miami showing blitz. End run to Cam. Gets the short gain. 10 yards up to the 32. Into field goal range. See if he got out of bounds. So 1:22 left in the half. Newton 2 carries now for 23 yards. He's hit his gains. Unlikely as they may be, he's hit them both times. New England poised to take the lead into the locker room here. With all their timeouts left and 32 yards to go with 1:22, the full playbook is open. Off tackle to Burkhead. Guessed wrong. Gets just 3. Just misses the 15-yard gain. So 2nd and 7. Up to the 29. Does he use his first timeout? Does not. 1 minute left. Three wide, 2 backs. Johnson joins him in the backfield. Off tackle, guessed right. Nose tackle can't make that play on the 6 white die. So 3rd and 1 up to the 23. Expect the timeout here. Yeah, there it is. So 52 seconds left. And a big 3rd and 1. Burkhead stays in. Again, 3 wide and 2 backs. Just going to go for that first down, or going to go for a bigger chunk? Going for that first down. Guessed correctly. Burkhead, his nice right running, cashes in for 3 yards and a first down. Another timeout likely to be used here, which would leave New England with 1. But it looks like instead there's going to be a hurry up. So 30 seconds left, 1st and 10. The reason you do that is you want to keep that run option alive. With 1 timeout, you probably lose the ability to run. So that's the thought for New England. It's a valid one. Defense takes a timeout now. Doesn't like that lineup and the hurry up. So Miami takes their 2nd timeout. And we'll line them up again. 3 wide against 3-4. Short pass Myers, guessed right. Incomplete. $20 seconds left. 22 seconds left. Going 3-2-6 here. New England has a 2 timeout, so the running option is certainly there for New England if they want to take it. And if you are New England, you likely would go off tackle, I think, is where Burkhead is going to find his best gains. End run's good too. 17 yards there would be nice. Flat pass to Burkhead. He gets 6. So 3rd and 4 now, 15 seconds left, 2 timeouts. Got a few plays left. Showing 3 wide. 1 halfback. So passing posture here. Up against a blitzing 3-3-5. Burkhead just has 6 carries left. Being on the 14 does make a difference. Flat pass is more attractive when you're at the 13 because of that 6 die can get you 13 yards on 7. Off tackle the Burkhead, hoping for a 2-3 white die. Gets 6. Tooney can't make that block due to, I believe, let's see, is Tooney, which side? He is a 5 against the 6. So 8 seconds now, 4th and 4. New England have to kick it. For the lead, it is up from Nick Folk, and it is good. 13-10 New England. Nice drive there to end the half. See a squib here likely, or an onside, I should say. And there it is. And that ends the half. 13-10 New England up. Miami's going to get the ball. Some good positive yards there for New England and the half. 216 to 154. Favoring Miami. New England 4 of 9 on 3rd downs. Of course, those takeaways favoring New England as well. Obviously, the big one for the 39-yard fumble recovery from Vinovich. And they're taking 2 minutes. So we'll be right back. right, it is halftime here in New England. Kickoff gets us going into the third. Miami takes possession at the 25. What are these guys playing for? Let's take a look at the 2020 standings. New England ended up with 7 wins, Miami with 10. So Miami has the work cut out to be able to get into the playoffs or to make the coach of year 20. Sort of a tough hand dealt to the Dolphins. New England at 7 wins seems a bit more achievable to get to that level for what is basically 2 evenly matched teams. Yet there was three games difference in the standings. That's just the way the ball bounces sometimes. If you like plotting football, come to the right place in this division with these 2 squads and the Jets. There's a 21-yard run. Possible injury avoids it on the 1-1-1 roll. So injury avoided. Phew, for Miami. A possible injury to the blocking back, and no injury came up. So the 1-1-1 is the most dangerous roll of all, where your quarterback and your halfback are more in play. First and 10 out to the 49 after the nice run. Short pass, Kaseki guessed right. Flush from the pocket, avoids the INT. Second and 10. Buffalo really only squad that offers offensive fireworks. Sort of sorting through the cards here. Let's take a look. I don't have it up on the screen, but Josh Allen has a legit card for sure. Passing end run here, guessed wrong. That's going to be 15 tacked onto the result. So 20 yards all in, and Miami finds itself at the New England 29 on this opening drive, only a minute 30 in. Couple big 20-yard plays for Miami back-to-back. That being said, the way Allen threw the ball downfield last year, his card, I think, is a bit undercarded from where I thought it would be. But still the class of the division by far. Flat pass to Kaseki. He finds the completion on New England's card again. 5 yards, 2nd and 5. To a 16 of 22. I'm not sure that Buffalo offers much in the running game. Obviously, Diggs can catch the ball well. Singletary, 156 attempts. Flat pass is incomplete with 2 men there. 3rd and 5 now. Singletary's got some good guess wrong and run running and off tackle to keep the defenses in check. Blocking back formation here on this 3rd and 5. From the 24, well within field goal range. Average pass D for Buffalo, averaged a good run. But definitely the class of the division. Makes sense that they won the division by 3 games. Looking pass, guessed wrong, nobody home. Opportunity here for Miami. Gets a short gain, 11 yards. up to the 13. And into the red zone is Miami. Poised to take the lead, perhaps. At least tie it. Another completion for Tua. First and 10. Now, Med in the backfield here. 75 carries. Short gains across the board on 8. Flat pass to Smythe. Gets 4. So now we're at the 9. Takes away Tua's flat pass on a 2nd and 6. Blocking back up against 3-4. The Med stays in the backfield. Going to him, guessed wrong. Gets 5 yards with 2 men in the zone. So 3rd and 1. Yards are for the taking up the middle against this New England D. That is a pretty weak 2 linebacker defensive card against the nose for a 3-4. The linebackers at just 4, you're pretty much going to get 3 to 5 yards up the gut if it winds up on the defensive card. So big 3rd and 1. Can Miami turn this into 7 and take the lead? Full house backfield. I'd expect a line buck here. There it is, line buck. Guessed wrong. Looks good for Miami, and indeed, turns out to be a touchdown. 4 yards for Gaskin. Miami takes the lead. Great first drive to start the half. The Dolphins look to go up by 4 on this extra point. Sanders' extra point is good. He's 2 through 12. So, no flag on the field. 17-13. Miami takes the lead. Now New England's going to do a shot. Yeah, penalty helped for sure, but Miami had a nice statement drive there. Flash some good offense. And here comes New England. After the touchback, short pass, guessed wrong, 3 men in zone, opportunity, 11-yard pickup on the receiver's card, 1st and 10 out to the 36. Sony Michel, he's got the carries left. He's got 12. Probably going to see a lot of him here in the second half. Flat pass, guessed wrong to Izzo. 2 men, though. Nice job by the Miami D covering up the zones. 2nd and 10. Sony Michel can move the ball. Plenty of short gains at all three levels. Harris now back in the game. He's 4 carries away from fatigue. Here's one of them. Guessed right. The end can't make the play. 3rd and 5. So cannot get into contain avoidance. Puts a little extra pressure on this New England offense. So going 4 wide, spreading them out. Edelman into the game. First appearance that I've seen Edelman in. Edelman has a very strong card. At all levels. And there's a short pass to Edelman. Can he find it or a must run? He's flushed. Finds 7 yards on the flat pass. First down, New England. Big 3rd down conversion. Up to the 48. Harry ends up making the catch on the dump off. So you see there, New England showing some use of Edelman in a key spot. Edelman had 21 catches last year, so he will have to be used sparingly. And those are the sorts of high leverage situations where you'd want to use him. Michel's first down carry gets 3 yards, 2nd and 7. Had it guessed wrong, got the situation that he wanted, but couldn't find the spot in the card. The 48 yards is the longest carry Michel has. So that's his money column. You can see it's covered with short gain, 7-yard gain, and the long one there, 48. Long pass. Nobody home to Bird. Pass rushes on, and a sack by Ogba at 8 versus 4. Huge sack. 3rd and 18. Back to the 40. Boy, did Miami need that one. $11-yard loss. 3rd and 18. Edelman back on the field. He's got long pass completions, guessed right on 7 and 8. See if Patriots press their luck here a little bit or just look for a flat pass. There's the flat pass to Edelman. 6 yards. Now we're 4th and 12. At the very least, New England gained some field position here with a good punt. Good pin Miami back. 48 yards. And here's Grant, though. From the 6. What will he do? He returns it and gets no gain. So, nice punt for New England. Turns out well. 6-yard line is the tweener of all tweeners. And he had a good punt returner, so that decision makes sense to me. 1st and 10. Miami with the lead. 6:54 left in the 3rd. Looking pass. 2 men there, guessed right. Gets 6 yards. On Tua's card. Nicely called by the defense. But Tua has the hot hand right now. 19 of 26, 154 yards. And now a TD to go along with that pick. Second and 4. Looking pass. Guessed wrong. Nobody home. Here's a chance for Tua again, but Ejaseki drops it. Oh, a really nice flat pass card full of double-digit gains. Finds the incompletion. Lets Tua down there. And now 3rd and 4. So the great call on D. Wound up with 6 yards. The bad call on D ends up with 0. That's strat for you. 3rd and 4. Big third down here. New England's best offense, you could make the case, is their punt returner. So forcing a punt here could be a pretty big deal. 3rd and 4. Really interesting spot. Miami, of course, has the advantage being inside of 5 yards. Stays with the pro set, which draws the 3-4-D, which helps shut down that flat pass a little bit. This might be a time to spring it to Parker. Thinking the defense might be aggressive going after sort of a run covering the flat pass zone with the safety. Could catch him. Yeah. Go for that long one, or you try to play it for the first down. Let's see what happens here. Shotgun formation just gives them the line buck, but the line buck offers a lot for Miami. Long pass, indeed. Nobody home. Must run 6 yards for Tua. Tua doing it all. First down, Miami. That's Tua's first run of the day, and it's a big one. If you're Miami, just getting 30 more yards to the point where you can coffin corner a punt would be a nice win. But Tua is showing he can do a lot more than that. Here is a guessed right end run, -5. But before that was a false start by Miami. So 1st and 15. The penalty saves Miami a down. Back to their own 13. If you're Miami, you do sort of live in fear a little bit of this New England D. Incredible 2 through 9-12 with one man. Long pass INT for New England. Does loom large in play calling when you're trying to protect the lead deep in your own territory. There's a keyed run that gets 6 yards thanks to the New England run defense. 2nd and 9. Askin remains in. 6 rushes left. 4:48 left in the third. Draw again. Gaskin this time guessed wrong. He's going to get 6 yards again. So 3rd and 3. Up to the 25. Here we go again. Spreading him out this time 3 wide. Miami so far 3 of 5 on 3rd downs. Gaskin again in the backfield.
So catch us up here, Anthony.
What's that?
Catch us up.
Well, it's 17-13, and it's a big 3rd down for Miami with the lead. Looking past, guessed wrong, nobody home. Looks like it'll be a conversion unless something bad happens. Indeed it is. 11 yards for Gesicki and another big 3rd down conversion for Miami. All this offensive work, they're only at their own 36, but playing keep away right now is Miami. It's up 17-13. 3:36 left in the third. Ahmed now checks into the backfield. Who is a runner I'm not very familiar with. Showing 2 tight end set. Flat pass, guessed right, incomplete. On to his card, no less. Gaskin, nope, still with Ahmed. So Ahmed has short gains across the board on 8. Not a bad runner, 75 attempts. So when you need some carries, he's definitely not a bad option when you get to this stage of the game. He's definitely the second back here. In many ways, a better card than Gaskin, in many ways. There's fewer carries, 142 for Gaskin, 75 for Ahmed. I assume that's how you pronounce his name. Flat pass to Gasecki. One man in zone. There's a flag down, though, and we have a offside second.
It's a pretty good passing day for Tua.
Sure is. He's been hot.
Mostly in the flat, I presume.
Mostly in the flat, yeah. Against what is a good to excellent New England pass D. Finding completions even on New England's card with some regularity.
Are turnovers still at 2-0?
Yeah, no new turnovers.
So he's got the lead despite being upside down on turnovers. That's kind of good.
Yep. Long pass Shisekki. Nobody home. Incomplete. That would have been a pick if one man stayed. At New England, one-man INT is 2 through 9-12. So that's avoided. And 3rd and 15, though, pops up. Tough to get 15 yards here. You have to get creative.
Where's Fitz?
Preston Williams can go. Preston Williams off the field.
Who has what's Gaskin's yard yak? Gaskin's yak? Isn't it A?
Gaskin is an A. But 15 yards is tough to come up with here. .326. Draw. Looking for the boxes, doesn't get it. So 4th and 11, and now New England's best offensive player comes onto the field. Here's Gunner to take it. Can Gunner pull it out? Let's see here. Definitely not in a coffin corner position. He's going to have to punt it away. He's the only punt returner, so it's going to him. Oh, he is going to coffin corner it. Look at that. But he can still try to catch this punt. Here comes Gunner. The punt return touchdown. He gets it.
Oh, look, check it out.
New England takes the lead on a 70-yard touchdown. There's no flags down. Folk on for the extra point. What an interesting way to play this out. Tim, I guess you haven't been listening, but we've been sort of talking about just avoiding the punt on this whole drive, and it's amazing it turns out that way. It's also amazing that Miami kicked the coffin corner from their own 35, still couldn't avoid it.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Actually called the coffin corner, but it didn't go.
He still got the opportunity to return it. So in a non-coffin corner, or not even close to coffin corner situation, Miami makes what many would say is the right call. Calls the coffin corner anyway, gives up field position. Dice fall that Gunner still has the opportunity to return it, and boom, touchdown.
And so New England, both of their touchdowns, they're not offensive.
That's right, both on returns.
Special teams and defense, just like you would expect from the Patriots.
So
I'm curious, if you don't mind, what's the total yardage?
Total yardage. And he's certainly in the lead here. 310 to 175.
Wow.
New England had a nice drive at the end of the half, which brought it closer. But time possession, too, must be a little bit upside down. Let's see here.
Not so much because of the way the New England offense goes.
Going to be a little bit higher here, of course, if there's a decent drive. So first down is incomplete. 2 men there. Nice call. Gaskin back on the backfield now. Bowden lining up on the outside. End run, guess wrong to Gaskin. Short gain, 14. Gaskin putting together pretty nice game here. Up over 100 yards.
Wow.
And only 12 carries. He's hit his long, I believe, in this game. Oh, no, 21 yards, as long as 26, but close enough. And a few short gains. So Miami up to the 39. Long way to go, but just down 3. Many would have said we wouldn't get near 40 points, but return touchdowns can change that in a hurry. We're already at 37. Miami struggling to get the formation out here. Let's hope we're not frozen. We might be.
Yeah, it's possible.
I'm guessing we are. Okay, going to step away for a minute while this gets sorted.
Okay. Looks like Dennis is typing in the scheduled games chat.
All right, so we got here. Eking its way back. Here we go. Okay. Gaskin stays in. End run, guessed wrong. Plenty of short gains there. Just falls right in between. 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Pro set now. If I'm not mistaken, there's only 3 running cards for this Miami team. And there's a double team on Gesicki. High interception chance here. Incomplete. Gets the 11 on the defensive card. Would have been interception the other way. 3rd and 4. So tough break there for New England. And it's 3rd and manageable. So you want to run your guys as much as you can against this New England squad. Miami just doesn't give you that many options. Gaskin's 142 attempts, Ahmed 75, and Breda's 59. Breda's 4.3 average, though, comes in handy in a spot like this. He's not in the game, though. Even though he's low usage, he can still get that first down because of his 4-yard average. Short pass. Guessed right. Incomplete. Finds the hole on Tua's card, and that's going to bring us to 4th and 4. Miami very likely to coffin corner again, I would assume. Indeed he is. 44 yards. This time it works, so ends up 32. And that puts New England at their 23 with a lead as we start the 4th quarter. Sony Michel in the backfield. Plenty of carries. Miami's average run D has plenty of holes off tackle. 2 short gains, 7 and 8. There's an off tackle to Sony. Can't find the defensive card. Gets a yard right. 2nd and 9. Michelle had 79 carries on the season last year. Burke had 67. And Harris 137. So a little bit more for New England in terms of cards in their hand for the running game. Harris now behind Newton. He has 3 left till he hits his first level of fatigue. Up against a nickel. Off tackle, guessed right. Nobody home, though. Stays on the offensive card. No gain. Plenty of opportunities on the defensive card. Ooh-wee. Short gain box would have been big, but it is not there. 3rd and long. Edelman back in the ball game, coming in these high leverage situations. (3-2-6). Joined by James White in the backfield. Short pass. Mess run for Cam. He gets 21. Cam has hit his yards on his card. 3 carries for 44 yards now for Cam Newton. Incredible. Newton averaged 4.3 per carry last year. He's at 14.7 today. Huge run there. So this is getting pretty real now for Miami. Can't go down 2 scores here. Really not in their DNA to come back from that. This short pass gains 13. Into Miami territory up to the 42. Burkhead in the backfield. Flat pass, guessed wrong, and there's 1 man home. And 12 yards are added on because of Burkhead. And that is a first down up to the 25. So Burkhead's B-Yak pays off. Puts New England into pretty good field goal range. $25 yards away from making this a very, very difficult situation for Miami. Flat pass gets wrong again. One man there, 9 yards. Down to the 16, 2nd and 1.
It's a huge drive.
Yes, very impressive here.
Didn't this drive start back inside their own territory deep?
It did. Not too deep, though. 36 because of that coffin corner. 2nd and 1. You know, it was that big must run from Cam on the 3rd and long. A very unlikely conversion. Probably plotted out to around maybe 30%, 25% penalty to convert it, but he gets a lot of yards. Well, it's a wrong looking pass, but 2 men are there. Goes to Cam's card, gets 9 yards. So now inside the 10, with the flat pass out of play, New England is in great spot here. Cam's must run will score only 2 through 5 from this spot. If you're thinking about a first down pass. But he's been hitting that 2 through 5 today. Goes blocking back. Off tackle. 1 man there. Loses the yard. 2nd and goal from the 8. Interesting spot. What does Cam's end run really look like here? Does he get 8 yards? No. Only a few opportunities on the 9 and on the 2. Does his end run wrong get him 8 yards? White is in the backfield. Not much of a running threat. 35 attempts. Not much there, but you can do some damage end run wrong. End run to White wrong. Right on cue. And there's a clipping call against New England. So 15 yards back to the Miami 23 go the Patriots.
That's a huge penalty.
On James White card, that would have been a touchdown, depending on the White die reading. Instead, it was 4 yards on the defensive card, but the penalty is the highlight. Just huge. Yeah, you're totally right there. Second and goal, back from the 23. White stays in the game, interestingly. Taking away any home run threat in the running game. His longest run was 10 yards last year. Flat pass to White. Avoids the INT. Ooh, so close to a flat pass INT on Cam's card. But not. 3rd down and goal now from the 23.
How's the field goal range look?
It's fine from here.
I know it's the borderline, so I thought I'd ask.
Yep, he's either 2 through 9, 2 through 10, something like that. So it's
okay.
Pretty good spot from the 23. Let's see. He is 2 through 10. If he moves up a range, still 2 through 10. So nothing to gain here by moving up.
Can't help but notice 23 is the exact number on 10. No men there for flat pass wrong.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's something to look for. Looking past. Nobody home. Can he find that 10? No. Instead, it's 11-yard gain up to the 12, where he's still 2 through 10. The field goal attempt is good on the 9. So, New England up by 6, 9:18 left. Miami gets the stop that they needed to stay in this game after the long drive from New England.
And again, Miami is, not giving up an offensive touchdown yet.
12-play, 80-yard drive. Tom trying to connect. Devices are not connecting. That happens often for some reason. I don't know why. 12-play, 80-yard drive. Took off 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Felt longer than that. Tua's going to need a score here. Going deep into the teeth of the defense, incomplete. New England just has an excellent, excellent long pass one-man D. And no men, for that matter.
And Tua's long pass card has a lot to be desired.
Sure does. Miami's in a good spot from that perspective. Sorry, New England's in a good spot from that perspective. I mean, that's one of the better long pass one-mans I've seen in a while. Let's just show it up here. Take a look at that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
2-3-9-12 INT. End run. Ahmed gets 6. So that's a nice gain there. But the defensive checks are not an 8 and 9. They're down 11 and 12. Look at that.
Wow.
It's just a beautiful card. Third and manageable for Miami. They do have time to dink and dunk their way down the field if they so choose. And with New England's pass D the way it is, that might be the way to go. As good as Devontae Parker is, he's not one of those guys with long gains all over his card. No long gains at all, as a matter of fact. Plenty completions.
Yeah, the game is a little bit devoid of playmakers in this matchup on the outside.
Even Preston Williams, with his 16-yard average, has no long gains on his card. Flat pass. One man home, guessed right, incomplete. 4th and 4, decision time here. Certainly a punt for Miami, I would say.
He's got to punt it, don't you think? 4th and 4, zone 31. Got to punt it.
Let's see if he cough in corners here, tries to take a chance and get better field position. He is going to punt away. Yeah, looking for field position here, but only gets 34 yards. The punt bounces back a yard. So net of 33, not really what he was looking for.
Not at all, especially when a field goal here could really almost put a nail in your coffin.
Sure could.
Especially at the slow pace the New England offense tends to trudge up the field.
About 30, 35 yards for New England to get into good field goal range here. Burkhead in the backfield. Off tackle to Burkhead. And the nose tackle makes another play. He's made 2 today, 2 out of 3. Just like his card would suggest with the 5. So 2nd and 10. That's a nice key stop there. See if Miami can induce another 3rd and long. Three wide, 2 running backs. Harris replaces Burkhead. Short pass, guessed right. 3 men there. 13 yards. First down, New England.
How far back is the longest range? Is it 37 for the Pats kicker?
Yeah, 30. He's 2 through 5 there. So we don't know if he would attempt that or play field position. And then up 2 through 10.
Down in distance, I'm sure, would dictate that, but I was just kind of curious because really getting into field goal range here is really what it's all about.
Sure is. End run to Harris. He finds his short gain, 17 big yards.
Wow.
And just like that, New England is on the precipice of the 2 through 10 zone for Nick Folk. Harris hits his first fatigue level, but he does it with a splash. 15 carries, 64 yards for Harris. He's done his job. Sony Michel checks in. Incomplete on first down.
On a run call, too, so a bit of a break there for Miami as far as which card it went to.
For sure.
Right? And they've second series in a row, they've got a 2nd and 10 and an opportunity to get themselves ahead on the down and distance for third down, hopefully, if that's what they're.
Yeah, they got to fight for these couple of yards here. They got to fight for variable field goal risk, flat pass, 2-man, 1-man in zone, incomplete again. Izzo cannot find the completion. Plenty of opportunity there, but comes up with nothing. Third and 10.
This is about as big a play as the game's going to have. Do you go for because the field goal really gets you the two-score lead?
It sure does. It sure does. And Harris stays in the game here. So that 1 yard that he would lose on fatigue actually could matter,
Absolutely.
Going 3-3-5, inviting the run. If I'm New England, I take that invitation.
I think I do too.
And try to get up to 2 through 10 range here to put this game away.
Yeah, especially if it's 2 through 10 in the next range. A nice conservative run call with those hogs up front, the way they run block. Absolutely.
And there it is. He went the draw. He only gets 3 yards, but that's good enough to get him. He's got variable field goal risk here from the 31, so the variable could push him back.
And if it does, it's 2-5. Is that right? So
that's right.
What a big kick this is. This has 50-50 written all over it.
Nick Folk from 48 hits it.
There you go.
The variable pushed him even closer.
Yep.
So it's 26-17, and
now the clock is everything. Miami's short on time now. They're going to have to work, and unfortunately for Miami, this is absolutely not the matchup you want defensively to try to push a 2-score comeback with under 5 minutes. Not against this pass defense when you don't have really any weapons. It's going to be a rough hole.
So again, the real life contest was 21-11 final, so we're right in that range. $16 yards. That's a nice way to start off. It's a 6 white die.
Yeah, there's still time. There's still time.
Going 3-2-6. Flat pass. 6 yards. Couldn't get out of bounds. 2nd and 4. Now back to the nickel as opposed to the dime. Line buck draw yields only 2 yards. 3rd and 2. Showing 3 wide. Up against the nickel. In the shotgun here, 3rd and 2. And 3 wide. That play call in. Long pass. 1 man there. Incomplete. Well, all considering it was a decent opportunity at this point in the game. 1 man not double teamed against your best receiver deep.
Odds are so long whether you're on offense or defensive card, but at the same time with the clock where it is, you still have to take that shot at some point.
Yeah, you do. You do. It was a pretty good shot because it's going to be one of those few opportunities where you're going to get, the chance to get on Parker's card, that sort of thing. Not double teamed.
It was probably a very good gamble in that moment, even though the odds were long.
Off tackle, guessed wrong. Plenty of opportunity here. He's going to get this one, 5 yards. But we have a offsetting penalty. So we'll do it again. 4th and 2. You know, one thing to look at is New England's end run defense. So you could get out of bounds. Short gains on 7.
Those linebackers that are zeros on the flats, I'd be spending a lot of time there probably.
Yep. 3-3-5. So if you're New England, do you just let him get this first down? Flat pass. He was letting him get it with the run, but comes up with the completion. So Tua moves the chains. Tua has certainly cooled off. Now 23 of 39. Up to the 46. 2:42 left. 3 timeouts. Score quickly. You don't need to onside it, given New England's offense. They try to play some field position, but you got to get in there quickly. And we have finally a formation here for Miami. Shotgun. Takes away that end run option, which you sort of need for the clock against the Diamond, and he's going to run it anyway. But, of course, with 2:06, you're going to get the 2-minute warning. So 6 yards for Gaskin. Just misses that short gain double box. Man, that would have been nice. We're at the warning, 2nd and 4. Again in the gun against the 3-2-6.
You'd have to score pretty quick here not to follow up with an onside kick.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, next play or two. It's your only way at this point. Agree. Short pass to Gaskin. 9 yards for Tua. Looks like he's in bounds.
Do you give any consideration to kicking a field goal here at some point?
Sure. Especially if at some point. But you need to end up in a 2nd and long situation where you have a good range, right? Or 3rd and long. Sanders is awesome. Sanders is 2 through 7, 11, 12, all the way out to the 39.
Yeah,
so,
that's exceptional.
If you end up with a negative play here, you might consider that. Yeah.
That's a pretty big 9-yard scramble, maybe getting him close enough to have that option.
Yep. And also the option now just going deep 3 times, if you want.
Yeah.
And settling for that field goal, and just going for that touchdown. Short pass to Grant. He's flushed in the pocket. Opportunity here does not turn out his way. He had the 0-man card, but couldn't find the big completion. So 2nd and 10. Two tight end set. Don't see how a linebacker is really an option here. Going deep to Gesicki. Okay, 1-man in zone. Gesicki's flushed, gets the 10 yards, and got out of bounds. So that's a nice positive play. Keeping a pulse here, but it's fading as the time is the enemy here.
I think we're past the point where you would have kicked the field goal. At this point, you've got to go for the touchdown all the way, don't you think? Because if you're going to kick the field goal, you need to save time to come back for a touchdown. So there's a trade-off here.
Yeah, you pretty much crossed that line just on that last play. I'd say
that's kind of what I think. I think right now, if you're not kicking, if you hadn't already kicked the field goal, it's time you got to take this all the way to the end zone now. And you have the kicker to come back with the field goal if you get the breaks.
Down to the 10. Couldn't get out of bounds. Decision time here. Hurry up leaves you with a minute. That's probably what he's going to go for.
That's the right call, I think.
But what do you save those timeouts for if you're going to onside it? You know what I mean?
I think you want to keep all 3 timeouts in case the onside fails.
Ideally, you have it if you don't onside, so you can, but with under a minute, it becomes much more difficult. So
he's at the 10. He's got 4 shots, and if you can get in the end zone here, Miami's not out of this.
Gonna have to burn the timeout. Dreaded 5 shows up. Gonna have to burn the timeout now.
What would the hurry up? The hurry up would have put it at 37 seconds. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
I got to tell you, I don't know, man. I think hate to burn the timeout there for the amount of seconds it saves. I want the chance for a 3-and-out defensively with 3 timeouts to stop it.
Parker with 4 men. Can't find it. 3rd and goal. He would kick the field goal here. He doesn't have to go for 4 downs.
I just think that I would go for it on 4th down, honestly. I wouldn't settle for the field goal just simply based on the Tua card on right, long pass. You just don't have the time left. You can't throw long against New England with that quarterback, I don't think.
Well, you need a miracle. So, yeah.
But the miracle, I would rather – I think your better overall odds are if you don't get it here to go for it on 4th down. Try to get the touchdown.
There's definitely a case to be made with that, given that Sanders can kick it out to 39, 2 through 7, 11, 12. Yeah.
And how hard it would be for Tua to get you there. Oh, here's a big sack, and that changes everything because now you don't want to go for it on 4th down. You got to do the kick, I assume.
Yeah, now you got to kick it. I'm with you.
But if it was at the 10 right now, I think I'd have been thrown to the end zone. To be honest, Anthony.
Yep, I understand the case there. So Sanders tries to make it a 1-score game. And he's successful. And here comes the onside. This is the game. And they did not get it. New England takes over in New England.
That's it.
We'll start the season 1-0. Nice win for the Bats.
That was a fun week 1 game, and congratulations, Dennis, on the victory. Good game, Tony. And Anthony, thank you very much for broadcasting. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you to close out the broadcast, and I appreciate you kicking us off. Okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'll see if they can join too in this first game.
That's awesome. I'll check that out soon. You take it easy, all right?
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye.
He might have frozen up there. Huh. I don't know if they're going to give us another game number for this, so let me get a number. I guess we'll jump in for that last play for the heck of it. If we even make it there in time. And I have fumbled on kneel downs before. It can happen. Okay, it looks like we're here. New England in victory formation. No timeouts. This would be the last play if he doesn't fumble. Or there's not a penalty. No fumble. That is it. New England. 26-20 winners over Miami. Let's see if the guys join. Take a look at the box. Miami ends up outstatting 390 to 286. Good downs. Pretty nice clip for these two squads' offenses. If you had to give an MVP, I mean, I guess you're going to give it to the punt returner. I suppose. And that was play of the game, and it was in dramatic fashion. Miami did everything they could to avoid it, but it happened anyway. Strat gives the headlines to Nick Folk and his 4 field goals. I'm going to give these guys just one more minute if they might want to join before we sign off. So stand by with us for just a minute more. We'll see if we can talk to the guys. I don't know that we'll do post-game interviews for every regular season game, but when it's a good, dramatic game like this, try to get it done if we can. It certainly played out differently than most games do. In the second matchup, the Dolphins prevailed 22-12. And they won't meet again till late in the year. It was December 20th. The second game took place between these two. Well, all right. I guess we will call it a night. Congratulations to the New England Patriots. First game of the USFFL season. A nice win. They go 1-0. We'll see you probably again this week. Another broadcast if we can be here. Thanks for watching, everybody.